Computers are something that we use every day, especially as college students. We even needed it for this YouTube public speaking assignment. That is why today I'm going to show you how to build your own desktop computer. Now this is going to be mostly for people who are interested in video production or gaming and would need a specialized computer. And to be honest, a lot of you are probably going to find this really boring, but at least you'll find an insight into how a computer goes together. Now in doing this, I'm going to show you how to pick your components, put your system together, and then connect your peripherals.
Starting off, you're going to need a computer case in order to put all your components in, a motherboard which all the computer parts kind of plug into, then you'll need a processor, which is kind of the brains of the computer, power supply in order to supply all the power to your components. You'll need a hard drive in order to put all your music, videos, files, a graphics card in order to power the graphics for your computer, CPU cooler so that your computer won't overheat. You'll need some RAM, and lastly you'll need a DVD drive in order to load DVDs off of. So starting off, you want to put your processor into the socket and pull down firmly on the lever. Then next you will grab your CPU cooler, place it on the brackets, and then start screwing in. You won't want to screw too hard in order to damage anything, but it's still firm so that it's on there. Then after this, you'll put that whole motherboard and CPU cooler into the case and adjust it. There'll be mounting brackets, and then you can just start screwing everything into there. Some of them will be kind of hard to get all those little screws into the crevices, but you just gotta have a little bit of patience while you work through and try to get them in there. Then next you'll put your RAM into the slots on the side there, and they'll be color coded because they come in groups of 2, so you can put them into the slots there. You'll see blue and black slots for your RAM. So you just press firmly and then they should lock into place. After this, you're going to grab your graphics card and put it into the PCI Express slot on the motherboard. It'll all be labeled and it looks pretty self-explanatory on where it's going to go. Just make sure it's in there snugly and firmly, and then you'll want to grab your screws and start screwing it into the case so that it's not moving around and everything. After this, you'll take the cables that come with your computer case and plug them into the corresponding sockets on the motherboard. Now this will be all that stuff for like the power button on your computer, the USB ports, the microphone ports, and all that kind of stuff. And it'll all be labeled and it'll kind of just fit where it needs to go. After this, you're going to want to put in your power supply into the back of your computer and grab all your little power cables that'll connect into the motherboard. There will be a big one and a small one. Then you'll need to connect power to your graphics card just by plugging it in there to the top firmly. After that, you can put in your DVD drive into the front of your case. There'll be screws on the side that you can just kind of screw in there to make it snug. Lastly, you're going to want to put your hard drive in the bay then, and then start connecting all the power and data cables. And now that you've got this, you got pretty much everything all together, so you can put your case back on the side there, screw it all in, and then we'll be ready to connect all the peripherals. And then for connecting the peripherals, you're going to want to supply the power cable to the computer. You want to take your HDMI from the monitor and plug it into the back of your computer there, and then you'll take the USBs from your mouse and keyboard, and if all went well, hopefully it'll boot and you have just built your first computer. Hopefully after watching this video you now know how to choose your components, assemble the computer, and then connect your peripherals so that maybe in your next video assignment you can use a computer that you built yourself.